Sigmas are known as the lone wolf characters of our society. They are highly unique in their thought processes and behavior, and are also the most rare of all the male personality types. But how do you know if you are one of them? Well, that's what we're going to explore in today's video. The Sigma male. What exactly do we mean when we say lone wolf? Well, this refers to the Sigma's relationship with the hierarchy of sociosexual dominance. This hierarchy is made up of a multitude of different personality types that each fulfill their own role. Most people are familiar with the concept of the alpha male and the beta male, but others on the hierarchy include gamma males, deltas, and omegas. And outside of this hierarchy is where Sigmas lie. Most of the male personality types rely on their relationship to the rest of the hierarchical roles in order to situate themselves. For example, alphas need to lead others in order to fulfill their role, and betas need an alpha to follow in order to gain their rank. The Sigma male, however, is the only type that can exist without the need for the hierarchy at all. Sigmas are the men who define themselves and refuse to let themselves be defined by their relation to those around them. Because they don't play by the expectations or norms that most people hold, Sigmas can appear as somewhat of a mystery to those on the outside. To the untrained eye, they may appear as being ridden with self-contradictions. They constantly defy expectations, and that's what makes them so unique and fascinating to those around them. However, as difficult as they are to spot, there are some recurring traits that can be used to identify a Sigma male. Let's dive into the biggest signs that you or someone you know might be a rare Sigma male. You don't care what others think about you. As we've discussed, Sigmas are not bound by the sociosexual dominance hierarchy the way the rest of society is. Sigmas don't care about impressing others or following the status quo. They don't mind sticking out from the crowd or appearing odd if it means they are living their lives as they see fit. Passing trends and fads don't tend to hold much appeal to Sigma males, as they are too focused on developing a genuine, lasting understanding of their own tastes and preferences. If you are very comfortable living on your own terms, it's a fairly strong indication that you might be a Sigma male. You like your alone time. As a lone wolf, Sigma males are not too bothered with keeping up to date with the particulars of the rest of the pack. They don't harbor the desire to lead others or control anyone's actions but their own. Sigmas simply want to walk their own path. Part of developing this self-sufficient relationship requires spending a lot of time alone. Like other, more introverted personality types, Sigmas prefer to spend the majority of their time alone. This is not to say that they cannot socialize at all. In fact, many Sigmas are actually pretty charming once they get into a social setting. Rather, Sigma males need this alone time in order to fully process all of their thoughts and experiences. If a Sigma male is forced to socialize beyond the level they're comfortable with, they may begin to grow agitated or fatigued. Time alone is necessary for a Sigma male to recharge his social and emotional batteries. If you find yourself particularly in need of time alone on a regular basis, it may be your Sigma traits shining through. You're okay with breaking the rules. Because they don't feel the need to play the game of life according to the norms and expectations of those around them, Sigma males are often characterized as rule breakers. They are highly intellectual people who are more than capable of thinking outside of the box and coming up with innovative solutions to the problems that lie in front of them. Many of the most well-known Sigmas throughout history have risen to prominence for this very reason. Think of well-known innovators such as Steve Jobs and Elon Musk. These are Sigma males who made a name for themselves because they were not afraid to walk away from the path that was already carved out for them. These creative minds were not afraid to take risks in order to champion their own ideas, and in the end, radically changed the world for the better because they were not afraid to break and, ultimately, rewrite the rules. You can appear as spontaneous or unpredictable to the outside. Breaking the rules often means that Sigmas will appear as confusing and unpredictable to those around them. It's true, it's much harder to predict the actions of a Sigma male than it is for most people. This is down to the fact that Sigmas aren't really concerned with keeping up a certain image or reputation. They don't care if they look weird. The only thing that matters to them is living their life by their own set of beliefs. The fact Sigmas are highly intelligent and perceptive of their social environments, coupled with their more introverted tendency to shy away from excessive social environments, can leave them looking not only unpredictable, but also somewhat contradictory to those on the outside. Most people are used to introverts being shy through and through, so when a Sigma male comes forward and shows his confidence and unique way of thinking, it can lead those around him to feel surprised. If you often find yourself being described as spontaneous, mysterious, or unpredictable, it could be an indication that those around you are struggling to understand that you are in fact just a Sigma male living as is most natural for you. You possess an introverted confidence. Whereas the true introverts may find themselves feeling out of place or a lack of confidence when they're put into highly social environments, this is not necessarily the case for Sigmas. Because of the amount of time they spend by themselves, thinking deeply about who they are and what they stand for, Sigmas possess a high degree of self-knowledge, which in turn produces confidence. Though they may appear as quiet, introverted, or even mysterious towards the outside, Sigmas possess a degree of confidence that is shared by few others in society. The fact that their confidence is totally built upon their own perception of themselves and not on the opinions or validations of others is what allows Sigmas to be confident in any situation. Do you feel like you know yourself better than anyone else and that your self-worth is based on how you and you alone view yourself? Then there's a good chance you possess the classic Sigma male introverted confidence. You love your personal space. Part of liking alone time so much means that Sigma males love their personal space. They go to great lengths to curate a personal space that is conducive to them enjoying the ample time they spend alone. Sigmas tend to not like sharing their personal space in a way that lessens the amount of control they can exert over when and how they spend time alone. Sigmas tend to avoid shared living situations, such as dorms and hostels. Whenever they have the chance, they like to look after a space that is theirs and theirs alone. If you take great pride in maintaining your bedroom, apartment, or even an entire home to yourself, it may be the Sigma male in you looking after the personal space that allows you to be yourself. Now, before we get on to the final Sigma male trait that will help you identify if you might in fact be a rare Sigma male, I'd be incredibly grateful if you could take just a second to hit the like button down below. Liking and subscribing to the channel really goes a long way in helping me to grow, and it allows me to keep creating more content just like this. Thanks so much, guys, I really appreciate it. And now onto this final major Sigma male trait. You are highly dedicated to your goals. Of all the male personality types, Sigmas are quite possibly the most determined and dedicated of them all. When a Sigma male sets himself a goal or target, he will be 100% serious about it. This is because Sigma males do not set their goals lightly. They think deeply about their values and passions in life and will never dedicate themselves to something if they didn't feel it was actually worthwhile. One of the most important things in a Sigma male's life is the experience of growth. Sigmas possess a certain restlessness that pushes them to always want to improve. At any given moment, they like to be working towards being the best possible version of themselves. They're not content to sit back and let life pass them by. They want to grab every day and make the most of it. They're not afraid to take a step back and analyze their own behavior with honesty in order to identify the areas of their lives that are in most need of change and improvement. And this honesty and commitment to self-improvement is a major factor in what allows Sigmas to so often achieve their goals, no matter how out of reach those goals may seem at first. If you find yourself committing yourself 100% to the goals you set for yourself, and often receive praise for your dedication and determination, that's a major indication that you possess this Sigma male trait. Spotting a Sigma male is not always easy. They are often elusive and hard to pin down. Due to their quiet confidence and self-assurance, in certain circumstances they can be mistaken for alphas. At other times, their quietness and introversion can have them mistaken for a lower-ranking male. Learning the unique combination of traits that signal that someone is a Sigma male takes time and a bit of practice. But these are the major signs that you can use to spot if someone you know, or even yourself, is a Sigma male.